Morning, buddy. Hope you guys are doing okay. Here we go. Small pen of breakout formation right there in 5 minutes. Macy's, 5 minutes. You also have a VR key. JetBlue has a little bit of consolidation right out of the gates here. Macy's pulling back really hard. AKL doing the same thing. Hertz doing the same thing. JetBlue going higher. Macy's getting a little bit of support here. See a CVR here moving higher. $10,000 bidder at Macy's. Macy's dropping quick. Dropping fast though. LK hold it. LK hold it. CIDM dropping. Macy's hovering around the 100 simple moving average in a 1 minute time frame. But it's not holding there, not yet. Still coming down. CBR first will pull back in the 1 minute time frame. Macy's hammer, 5 minute time frame. Market not roaring as fast as I thought that it was going to happen this morning. See a round bottom formation right here in the 1 minute time frame on Macy's. Possible round bottom formation on Macy's on 1 minute time frame. $24,000 bid 890, 890, 24,000 bid 890 on Macy's, dropping the price even more. Pardon me. Stocks are pulling back right now. I didn't really think it was gonna drop like this. It's quite something to see. Macy's giving us a little hammer. On the 5 minute time frame. Doji into 5 Macy's here. $8.99, 100 simple moving average. Right there alongside with a whole lot of resistance area right there. I'll be careful in this area though. You know, we might end up having a reversal with the 5 minutes right here. At the same time, we have resistance on the whole dollar and on the 100 simple moving average right here. So might just not be exactly the reversal that I was expecting. But it is bouncing here, finding that support on the 5 minute time frame, 50 simple moving average. LK roaring up. LK. LK. It was just halted a couple of minutes ago. And here you have it. Second time around. Well, hold it going up there. Indecision right here, Macy's. Tapping that 100 on the one. Macy's slowing down here. Trump set out to speak at 10 o'clock today. Market not moving as fast as I thought. Yeah, Macy's pulled back, don't get me wrong. This was amazing. I wasn't expecting this massive pullback this way. A lot of selling at 895. $24,000 share seller, 894. All right. It was a big bid that just went through right now. Went a little too fast. I couldn't see it. We got a 17,000 share seller, 899. I'm sorry, 899. Rejecting that 100 simple moving average in the 1 minute time frame here. American Airlines coming right back up. American Airlines right back up. 22.47, $0.50 right there. About 15 seconds to close, and the second green candle in 5 minutes on Macy's. See if this bounce is actually going to work. Rejecting the view app. A92 low. Bear flag pattern here. Probably 5 minute candle, A92. Big bids coming in, 890. $50,000 share seller at 895. Holding this area here. $890, 51,000 share bidder right there. Slamming it hard. And drop. Yeah, there's a lot of indecision right here. A little bit of a tricky formation here. Oh, I just got a package delivery. Heard the door. Somebody knocked at the door. XY moving higher. Marcus, slow down here. Just blue flag in the 5-minute time frame. XY ripping. XY on the move here. Tapping candle 1955. 1-minute time frame. So I'm getting ready to speak. I'm also waiting for that. It seems the market is actually react a little bit accordingly to the fact that president is going to speak at 10 o'clock, and so everybody's kind of like on the fences to wait to see what he's going to say, because if he says something uh, you know, not too great, well, the market's going to react to that. You got that topping candle, 1 minute time frame on XY coming right back down real fast. Slowly going down, 1167 on GPS. It's slowing down the downtrend here. Slowing down the downtrend here, finding support on the 100 simple moving average on the 15-minute time frame. JetBlue finally coming down. AAL coming down hard. WLL coming down. 1165. 1165 GPS. 1165 GPS coming down slow. Coming down slow, GPS, 1165. We got 25,000 share bid at 1165. 25,000 bid at 1165. $1165. 25,000 share bid. JetBlue dropped very fast. Very fast drop. JetBlue coming down hard. Very, very hard. 165 GPS here. JetBlue's dropping like a rock. Dropping hard. Support 50 simple moving average 5-minute time frame. Bouncing right off of that area there. Spider. The spinning top formation. A reversal on the 5-minute time frame. Spider. This week is being really active in the market, though. Extremely active. The market's being extremely active this week. GPS coming right back down. You have GPS coming right back down here. At 1165, 10,000 share, 1164. 1164 bid, 10,000. 10,000 share bid, 1164. Coming down here. Following through slowly but surely. Flagging on 1. Probably take out the prior low, 1160. Yeah, we don't see much support after under 1160 though. Again, the low here, the pen-up formation was 1185, 1185 low, the pen-up formation. It's been moving slow but surely. It's been getting there. 34,000 share, Bid at 1160. 1160. Slowing down here. Bid stacking 1161 and 1160. 34,000. There you go. Hitting it hard here. I think it'll be time to take out what was short. Take out whatever you can. GPS. He's giving us right here. Slow down with a hammer formation. I think it's gonna start to slow down here. Probably gonna have a little bounce here towards the 1190. Oil and gas here. Whiting petroleum. Been moving higher the whole day. Okay, we can see a couple of stocks moving a little higher here, but come on, Sean. Watching the AVR, possible bear flag pattern. On 5 minute time frame, again, just watching it. So for right now, it doesn't give me strong, a strong idea that it might really do what I'm thinking. We're about to close that third candle. We had 11.28 and 11.24 here. And that little consolidation on SABR. I mean, that consolidation right now in the 5 minute time frame. Right now, letting it go. And I'm trying to be a superhero here, not just letting the patterns work out and come all over my direction. Guys, bear with me. Give me a second here. Let me go get the package at the door. I'll be right back. GPS dropping. Gap. Dropping here. Came right back down. Still watching. SABR, GPS coming down again at the low here was 1185 here in this flag formation, this flag formation 1185. First time around came down here 1150, bounced off, rejected the high here 1182. You can see here 1180, came right back down again, and it's printing what it looks like could be a bear flag pattern on the 1 minute time frame. Probably gonna have a little bit of a follow through here. Also watching SABR on a consolidation on 5 minute time frame. Flag formation at 1024. XPOM moving higher. SABR here. Small trend line, this consolidation right here in the 5 minute time frame. Breaking down. This one's been moving a little slow. 5.2 million shares traded today already, but moving really slow. Say we are breaking down here the flag. It's been a slow mover. Say we are keeps coming down. Bunch of sideways price action though. Here comes OXY, tested the 1919 again. There you go, guys. Move to SABR towards the $10 mark. Can't say that I didn't tell you. All right, so yeah, YouTube acts stupid though, but the bot, it's there on the YouTube channel thing. The bot posts the videos there. Um, Yeah, YouTube is stupid sometimes, you know. To be honest with you, I don't understand how YouTube does the things that they do. It's not the first time they do this stupid stuff. Macy's breaking that consolidation under the 50 simple moving average and the 5 going down towards the 100. And I have a test right now. JetBlue coming down. SABR again. You guys know that I was watching this consolidation right here under 1025. Had this nice break down here. So in regards to this consolidation, the 5-minute time frame, you look at it right here. Hey, Ethan. Huh? Hi, Ethan. Come on with this. And so you can here see it here towards the $10 mark. Top 1001, 20 some cents on the breakdown there. Now time to get life jacket if you want to, because you already tapped the $10 mark. Although I gotta be honest with you, it has a 912 daily level, 912 daily level, but the main idea on my end was 25-cent move under 1025 towards the 10. It already happened. And now again on GPS a couple of minutes ago, I don't know if you guys remember, the pennant formation here at 1185 right here, and it dipped here 1168, came up, rejected, it came down, still moving lower 1150. So there's a couple of today, because the last couple of days, I gotta be honest with you, my reversals were not working as well as I wanted to, but today they are working fine. They're working fine. A lot of stocks are coming down and are moving as a roaring market as the last 2-3 days. See what else is moving here. Macy's coming down. Today, I my plans were to take a couple of long trades better than shorts, really, because that's what I was things we're working on better than being short, depending on really if you have shares to short available. You can find locates on big companies that you have seen move really high. For example, Genus yesterday came down really hard, and a couple of other names. If you have shares available and you got locates on those, then you're okay. Other than that, you might not find many shorts to play because the market has been roaring over the last 2 days. They have been great movers though, but today so far, these shorts have been moving okay. And the pre-market hours, we saw oil and gas, we saw the airlines move higher, and Trump was talking at 10 o'clock in the morning. I still have Bloomberg. I'm listening to Bloomberg. It's really low volume here, trying to find out what they're talking about. I find something amazing. The spider has a little bit of a whipsaw right now, though. I'm tracking the spider with the SPY, the S&P 500 ETF. I have a window dedicated to that. So I have to say, though, the jobs report supposedly came up better than what the economists were expecting this morning. But it's pretty sad to see how the narrative tries to be controlled. I was listening to Bloomberg this morning as I was taking a shower. I like to listen to what's happening in the market. And this news anchor on his name is, and I call him out here, Michael McKee, was talking to Tom King, and he's giving some other report, and he says, I hate to give you guys good news. And I'm like, why would you hate to give somebody good news? Like, isn't that what we're supposed to be, like, not what we're supposed to be doing, but what is that about? Like, the news are news. If it's good news, it's good news. If it's bad news, I understand. But why do you have to say that you hate to give good news now? Like, what is that about? Like, I think people want to hear the good news too. That they were trying to say that the jobs report, U.S. added 2.5 million. I'm thinking, oh, the market is gonna be very nice today. The market is going to react very nicely. It's gonna come up very nicely. But what they trying to do is say, oh, the market is moving this way, and it added 2.5 million jobs, but the report is kind of shady, and we don't know how great the numbers are, and this is not okay. People are questioning the report, and I'm like, why would you try to make people believe that the market is not coming back? Like, come on now. Like, if the news are good, don't try to spin it to be bad. Anyway, I was just a commentary here, trying to just share with you guys a couple of things that I heard this morning that I didn't really appreciate. Like, trying to control the stock market. Come on now. Alright, so let's go back to GPS. Tapping that 1123. 1123 here. Prior support. That's right. They might be sure they're trying to control the market, JetBlue is still coming down though. Erasing the gains that he had yesterday. Same thing with AAL. SABR tapping that $10 holdout area again. Pretty decent move though, like 25-cent move from that consolidation though. Not complaining at all. 25-cent. I'll take that all day long. Couple of 25-cent moves on 500 shares, and you're making your day. Oh, Trump is talking now.
Economy in the history of the world, and that strength let us get through this horrible pandemic largely through. I think we're doing really well. Vaccines, by the way, had a meeting yesterday on vaccines. We're doing incredibly well with that. I think you're going to have some very positive surprises. And therapeutics, likewise, we're doing extremely well. Cures, we're doing well. I think those two words really blend in with each other. But tremendous progress is being made on vaccines. In fact, we have ready to go in terms of transportation and logistics. We have over 2 million.
Just seeing what's happening.
Checks out for safety. And it's also, the nice part is we have 4 companies, I guess you could even say 7 or 8 companies.
Yeah, no problem.
Doing some similar and some very different on the vaccine front, and some similar and some somewhat different on the therapeutic
See, I
front.
got
So
on computer
tremendous
talking,
progress is being made on that,
playing
and
a
I
little
think
bit
even
of
without
background
that, and I have
music
to
and
say,
stuff, and
even
on my
without that, and
phone
I don't think you're going to
I
be having
am
to use that in the future,
streaming
that statement, even
Bloomberg
without, because I think they're going to have it.
news. So
But we're going to
I
be
try
back, and
to
we're opening our
be
country, and I hope that the
active
lockdown
in what's
governors
happening in
are
the
going to
market.
continue to lock down, because if you look at Georgia, if you look at Florida, if you look at South Carolina, if you look at so many different places that have opened up, I don't want to name
AMSC.
all
Let's
of
take
them,
a look
but
at
the
that.
ones that are most energetic about opening, they are doing tremendous business, and that this is what
I see.
these
It's just
numbers are all
that it
about.
has a
And you
couple
have
of
to
weeks
remember
though,
one other thing very
and
importantly. I think this is
those one
extremely
minute
important for you to
candlesticks are a
remember that
little
many of our states
spread
are
out,
closed or almost closed. Some of the big ones, New
and it
York, New
has gaps
Jersey,
on the
can
way.
start.
I
They're starting
that
now to get open, I hope.
it's going higher, yeah, but
And
for
I
now,
hope that you also use our National
it
Guard.
doesn't give
Call me. We'll
me
be ready
the
for them so
confidence that I would
fast the
like to
heads will spin.
have
We did it
in
in
order for me to have a position
Minnesota,
right there on
in
AMSC.
Minneapolis, who were incredible. They
I
were
hope
ripping that policing
that
apart. I
makes
loved
any
it.
kind of
I love
sense.
it. We had such success there, and they were ripping it apart. And I called the governor, and the National Guard went in, and one night
There
it
you
was
go,
over. You don't see
bouncing
the
right
problem
off
in
of the
Minnesota,
prior
at
area
all.
of
Not even a little bit.
support.
You take a look at a great city. Just a great city, Minneapolis, and
1116, yeah, he dipped down a little
was
bit,
under
but this
siege like
doji here,
nobody's ever seen, where
close
people
to
are
the prior
running
area of
from a police
support, though,
department, the great
gives
police. I
you
never
an
told you
idea
that
that he
rule. I
might
never told you it's
come right back
bad
up. Then we
governing, and
have a
I'm
little
not blaming the
pullback here in the
governor, I'm
1
blaming the
minute,
mayor.
retest of
But we
50,
want to get
probably come right back
all
up
of
from
this
there.
finished. This is a great tribute. What we're announcing today is a tremendous tribute to equality. We're bringing our jobs back. You know, when we had our tremendous numbers, and when we had just prior to the China plague that floated in, we had numbers the best in history for African American, for Hispanic American, and for Asian American, and for everybody. Best for women, best for people without a diploma, young people without a diploma. I mean, so many different categories. Our numbers were the best in almost every category. We had the most people working in the history of our country, almost 160
Retesting
million
50,
people.
simple
We were never
moving
even
aperture.
close to that. So we had things that we were doing so well, and then it came in. But we're going to be back there. I think we're going to actually be back.
Guys, give me a second here. Now I'm on the phone call. It's gonna have to give me a minute. It's a little bit of a personal phone call here, so I don't want to stream this audio over the net. So just guys, just bear with me for a second here, okay? Guys, I'm sorry. Somebody needed a little bit of help. So let's go back to what we were doing here. Where's the live stream though?
We're back in business in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and it's devastating and it's hard. And this was a hurricane. And it's going to get better fast because a lot of the numbers that you see, they're early numbers. They're not even from this last month. And by the way, speaking of that, you had the greatest 50-day rally in the history of our exchanges. The greatest 50-day rally. And we have a lot of protesters. And we have something else, right? We have something else. We have a pandemic. We've made tremendous progress really on both. If you look at where we've come on both, we've made tremendous progress on both.
Is the audio good? Please, guys, let me know if the audio is good.
People now starting to return to work. So it's been an incredible thing to see. It's been a beautiful thing to see. The experts predicted that the economy would lose tremendous numbers of jobs. And, of course, from the beginning it has, but you're going to see how fast that's made up. I'm telling you, next
Good,
year,
thank you.
unless something happens where the wrong people get in here, this can turn around. Your 401ks will go down to numbers. If people didn't get rid of stocks in their 401ks, they're almost even. Think of it. With a pandemic and with one of the worst things that's ever happened, our country's never lost 105,000 people. Whether it's World Trade Center, which was 2,900, or Pearl Harbor, which was less than that, we've never lost anything close to this. But it's not only our country, it's the whole world. The world is suffering so badly. 186
Small pennant flag
countries in this
formation,
world.
1 minute time frame right on the view app. Low here,
But we're a positive force.
low here,
The key to the
1174.
world, in a sense, and the fact that
View
we're
app
doing
50
well, I see
simple
already
moving
they're
average
starting
sitting
to
at
do much better in other parts of the
1152.
world. That's a great thing.
20 cent,
Because we're
22
working
cent
with the
from
world.
this
Then we'll work with China, too.
topping candle
We'll
5
work
minute
with
time frame.
everybody.
Shooting star formation with 5. Shooting star
So we
formation
had
with
a
5 minutes.
tremendous morning, a tremendous announcement. It was shocking to even great pros. I watched Maria Bartiromo. I watched Jim Cramer. I watched a lot of people. Joe Kearden, he was pretty positive. Charles Payne, he was very positive for a long time. A lot of people got it right. They had confidence in me, they had confidence in this team, and they got it right. I think that's the only thing they could base it on, because we were on uncharted territory. I'd like to just say that renewal, restoration, or recovery of the most vulnerable areas of America is going to be my focus. It's going to be a big focus, because it's taking care of itself, but we have to help that very vulnerable
Panel
area.
formation here on top of the view app.
It's not right, and we're helping them, and we have helped them in the past, and we're also to opportunities.
It looks like he's gonna hold that shooting star on the 5.
Nobody's ever done for the black community what President Trump has done. Think of it. Historically, black small colleges and universities.
I hope you guys
we come
are
here for money every year
great,
for many
are
years.
good.
After 3 years, I said, "Why are you doing this? Why do you keep coming here?"
Over
They said,
this,
"Because we have." I said, "Don't you get a long-term deal?"
the
So
things
you don't
that are
have to
happening.
the head of one of the
If you guys
very
are
respected
safe,
colleges of
maybe if you
Teresa said,
have any businesses, any of you or your families, I'm hoping that it hasn't been affected affected in the sense of maybe being destroyed. I mean, I'm hoping. I have a friend of mine that got his business destroyed. He has a couple of stores in New York City, and one of them got destroyed and looted, and they took everything. Funny thing is that like 2 days prior to that happening, he just purchased a lot of the inventory, so he had a lot of stuff going in. So it was pretty sad though. But again, I'm just hoping that you guys are okay, and you guys have been protected, not affected, you know, and that we can go into an agreement that working together, we can do so much more and so much better, you know.
The inner cities, and in terms of black and Hispanic and Asian unemployment opportunity zones. You ought to do some stories about opportunity zones. Billions and billions of dollars of private money are being invested in putting people to work and getting money that they've never made before. So it's been really a terrific thing. It's now time for us to work together as we rebuild, renew, and recover the great promise of America. And that's true. We're going to work together. It'll all work out. It'll all work out. Some governors may need a little help yet, but I think for the most part they're in good shape. We have fantastic military. We have fantastic National Guard. National Guard was barely used. And these people have done an unbelievable job. They helped the Secret Service. At Washington, Secret Service, by the way, are unbelievable. The job they did in the White House is unbelievable. There was never any form of like, oh, gee, this sounds dangerous. All I could see is what I was seeing on television.
Did he just say OG? He just said OG. Look at that. I wasn't expecting him to say OG. That's kind of like... Anyway.
This was like a piece of cake. And I really am suggesting, because if you look at Minnesota and the great success we had there and other places, I'm suggesting to some of these governors that are too proud in New York, I mean, you see what's going on there. Don't be proud. Get the job done. You'll end up looking much better in the end. Call in the National Guard. Call me. We'll have so many people, more people than you. Have to dominate the streets. You can't let what's happening happen. It's called dominate the streets. You can't let that happen in New York where they're breaking into stores and all of the things. And by the way, hurting many small businesses. You can't let it happen. Equal justice under the law must mean that every American receives equal treatment in every encounter with law enforcement, regardless of race, color, gender, or creed. They have to receive fair treatment from law enforcement. They have to receive it. We all saw what happened last week. We can't let that happen. Hopefully George is looking down right now and saying there's a great thing that's happening for our country. There's a great day for him. It's a great day for
Oh man, I don't know if that will be the right thing to say here.
This is a great, great day. in terms of equality.
That George is looking down, saying that it's a great thing to happen. I don't know if that's the right thing to say there. It's probably gonna be ripped because of that. That he said that George is looking down, saying that it's a great thing that happened.
Totaling many trillions of dollars, meaning three. We're set up to do more if we want. I think we should because we are dominant.
That was kind of weird, yeah.
Bystander, but somebody that loved government, somebody that loved this country. I would watch and study and see and just, when I say study, naturally study by watching. But if you go back, China was going to catch us in 2019. And that was like a given. You go back 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. It was always, China will catch America, catch the United States in 2019. And then it'll become the dominant economy. Never happened. It's not going to happen. We dominated them over the last year and a half, 2 years.
I think there's going to be a lot of backlash just because he's doing a press conference anyway. There's always going to be people on the other side of the fence. People, not only him in particular, I mean like people in general. There's going to be people that like you, there's going to be people that don't like you. And no matter what you do, personally, you and I, we can do many things, but there's always going to be people that are not going to like what we do, and then they're not going to agree what we do and why we do things. So almost definitely there's going to be backlash because of this. I mean, don't get me wrong, people are having a lot of backlash today about Joe Biden, as he said that 15% of people are not good people, right? And he's having a lot of backlash in regards to that. Look at the football player. He says something about kneeling and something like that, and then he had to come out. And, it's just, there's going to be backlash regardless of what you say. Because there's always going to be somebody, even if it's just one person that don't like what you say.
I want them to have a great year, but we're going to have better years than they ever had. We have a better system, much better system. We made Americans shoe.
Oh, it's really fun though. I gotta say, he opens up his mouth and the market starts to move in one way or another. Yeah, I gotta say though. Now on the 5-minute time frame though, going here to this chart real quick, I like how a daily level here. If you look at the daily level down here, how it actually held very nicely, came up, holding that 5. It's funny though, because a couple of minutes ago, I think if I'm not mistaken, I told you guys we had a doji, and now we don't have a doji here. I don't know how this thing changed. And I still have a 1 minute here. So it was a doji here. But anyway, now it looks more like a spinning top formation than a doji. I don't know why and how that happened, but anyway, got here, prior level retest, came down, came up, rejected, came down, right back up, and now going towards the $12 where we're sitting on the 50 simple moving average on the 5-minute time frame here. Very nice bounce. We're talking about from this area, let's say 75-cent move off for the 1123, although we came down to 1116, but we're trying to be a little bit more conservative here because nobody's going to catch the bottom of a move though. It will be extremely hard to catch a bounce all the way at the bottom of a move, especially a reversal the same way, trying to catch a reversal right from the top, right? But being a little conservative from 1125 towards the 75-cent move bouncing over the daily area. It's actually a pretty decent thing to see. Very decent thing to see. So, although the market is being a little slow today, or not as great as it was yesterday, with a couple of movers and the day before as well, with Huge, with Genos, with Sava, and thank you, Justine, for bringing that one up. Today we still had a couple of decent movers, like look at this, bouncing right off of the daily, pretty decent. SAVR a couple of minutes ago, consolidation breakdown on that 1025 towards the $10 mark. On GPS, 1185 low on that pennant formation, the 1 minute time frame, going lower. Like
all-time
that's been a
high
couple of
stock
decent
markets
movies though. Like
during a
it's
3.5 year
been a
period.
decent day, I
Nobody's
have
ever
to
come
say.
close to that, and we're going to do it again. But it's going to be even stronger than last time. When I would say that to you 2-3 months ago, I could see what's happened. I have a good feel. I've always done well with numbers, but I had a feel.
We had a
I
couple of
said it even
different
the other
movies
day. I was
yesterday that
saying I
were
think we're going to have
actually
a
very,
tremendous
very,
next
very
year. I think
good.
it's going to be a phenomenal next year. I didn't know it would start this quickly. I
But
thought it would
one
start
thing,
in
usually
August,
around
September, but
the
it started very early.
summertime on the
Amazing.
market,
It's an amazing thing, but
summertime on the
it means
markets
that
are a little
they're likely
tricky
to return.
because it's
All of
low,
these jobs that we're talking about
low,
now aren't even included because some of our
how
biggest
do you call it?
places aren't opened. They're opening
Low
up now. I think New
action
York's
because a
opening
lot of
up
people
like
take
as of today.
vacations and people go away.
That's one
But
of our
the
big
thing
ones,
is
New
now
Jersey.
with everything reopening
Oh, where'd
during
you know the governors
summertime,
are all working
people
hard
trying to
to
go
save millions
out
of American
as
lives?
with all these
We took that
businesses start to open
unnecessary
vacation spots and cruise
evil.
lines and
We
airlines
took it
and
out of the
hotels
equation.
and all that kind of
We had
stuff.
to do what we did. We had
People
a
are gonna go
very,
back to work.
very
Not everybody, but I'm
strong
saying like
push not to
the
do anything. We would
workforce
have
are gonna
lost.
be. It's gonna
We would
start
have
to
lost
ramp
so
up.
many people. But very importantly,
What that's gonna
the
make
economy
is
wouldn't be as
that
good as it is
the
because
market will
nobody
react to
expected this
that
early because
the
anybody
jobs
sitting here
report.
that can say,
The
I
people
want to
is
see
gonna
an
start
uptick,
spending more money.
as opposed to just say, oh, I did
People are
that.
gonna jump back right back to
Some
the
were
market
predicting
because the
pretty good
market is gonna be
numbers that
bouncing
people have
as people
mentioned.
go out. This is
But
gonna
we
start
took a
driving. The
tremendous
gas
step
price is gonna go
and a
higher.
tremendous risk.
Cruise lines
And
and
we've got up at a
airliners
level,
are
and
going
this
to
level
start
is going to
using
be
the
nothing
fuel
compared to
because the
what you
demand
see
is
in
gonna be
coming
higher,
months and
which
especially
is
next
going to
year.
pump up the gas price a
So
little bit
the
more
best
on those oil
strategy to
stocks.
ensure
So
the health of our people moving forward is to
being
focus our
that
resources on
happening
protecting high
on
risk
during the summer,
populations like the elderly
I think
and those in
that it will
nursing
be a good
homes while
thing
allowing
because
younger and
that's going to
healthier
make the
Americans
market
to get
react
back
a
to
little bit
work
better
immediately and open up
to
our
those
schools,
things,
open them
and
up.
we'll see the market move a
We
little bit
understand
better
this disease now. We didn't understand
during
it. Nobody's ever seen
summer,
it before.
which is slow.
It's very tough, very contagious,
And when we
very
go
mean to
back
certain people.
to kind of
We've learned a
cold
lot. We
weather
didn't know. Nobody
or
knew
the
anything
cold
about it. But we learned a lot, and I have to
months,
thank
right, and those
everybody for working so hard.
earning
Jared and
season start to
Mike
roll
and the
in,
task force
I
and
think
all
we
of the
will
people, the
see
admiral, the
decent
general.
things, especially
They'll say,
like
"Oh, you should
with
use admirals." I
Q2.
said, "I did."
Companies
You
start
should
to
use
report in
generals. I said, "I
Q2.
did."
What's
Use
going to
all those great, some
happen
incredible
is
people on the
that
task
the
force.
numbers are not
The
going to be
job
as
they did
great,
in
but
getting
that's going to
ventilators
make the
built by the
stocks dip a little bit.
thousands. We're giving to
But
Nigeria,
and a
to
consequence to that is
France,
going
to
to come. The stocks are going
Spain,
to
to
come right
Italy,
back
to
up
many, many
because
countries.
people will react to
The
the
UK
reports, to
having a
the
hard
earnings
time.
report, make the
We're giving
stock
them
prices dip a little
ventilators.
more,
It's a great thing.
or
I mean,
go
they're very hard to
higher
make.
if
They're low-term
in like
items.
stocks like
We mobilized. Nobody's ever seen
Target and
anything like it.
Zoom and all of
Just
those
like the
names,
Second World War, there hasn't been a mobilization like
Amazon,
this
Walmart,
since
stocks
the
like that.
Second
Market
World War,
roaring right
especially
now.
ventilators, because
See,
it's
we had a
hard.
nice
It's big.
rollover. He's looking
It's
at the
complex,
spider
very
right now, looking
complex
pretty
machinery,
decent.
computerized all over the place,
And
and very expensive. And we're
so
building
this
thousands.
summer is
Right
probably
now,
not
we're
gonna
building
be
thousands
a
a week.
bad
We have all
summer
we
though.
can use. No
I
governor,
have
you
to
hear the
say.
calls. You listen in on those calls. Frankly, you're invited to if you want, but you do anyway,
MPLX.
even if you're not invited. And you see what's going on. Every governor, there's not been one patient in this entire massive country, and we didn't have ventilators when we started. The cupboards
It's
were
like today
empty.
$1,
The
yeah.
previous administration left us empty cupboards. There isn't one patient, not one, that needed a ventilator that didn't get one. Think of that. And we're talking about millions of people, big country, millions of people. Not one person needed a ventilator that didn't get it. So we want the continued blanket lockdown to end for the states. We may have some embers or some ashes, or we may have some flames coming, but we'll put them out. We'll stomp them out. We understand this now. We'll stomp them out, and we'll stomp them out very, very powerfully. So we've made a big step in our comeback. This was always going to be, 3 months ago I said to you, this is a very important period, this June period, because we're going to learn whether or not this is a very big, powerful R word, recession, or whether this is a hurricane that we recover from very quickly. We recover from in a matter of weeks or days. And we've learned. Again, as good as these numbers are, the best numbers are yet to come because so many areas are still closed or very partially closed. Very few actually are fully open. These numbers are with states, 50 states, and very few are fully opened. Even the ones that are very out there are not fully opened. So we're gonna
out
have some
there. What does that
tremendous
mean?
numbers coming in.
Stocks that are,
When you
I
look
mean,
at the ridership in the airlines, what they've
states
done,
that
they
are
went from
out there.
2% to
What
a
does
number
that
that, if
mean?
it's correct, I'd be surprised,
Oh my
actually,
God,
but
he's
it's a
saying
very
some
high
things
number.
that
It's great.
people are gonna
You know what,
try
they're
to put a
traveling
shoe on his
into the United
mouth.
States,
What
and
does
they're
that
also
mean? A
driving.
state that is out
And they're
there? Like,
doing
what do you mean? Like, you talking
trailers,
about
they're
Alaska?
doing a lot of
What's
things
that
they're
about?
driving. People are driving. I may have to buy one of those things, drive around town. Maybe I'll drive back to New York with our First Lady in a trailer. What do they call that? An RV. An RV. Well, you should know Indiana's the capital of RVs. I think I'm going to buy an RV and travel from now on in an RV with our First Lady. I don't think anybody would mind
Did
that.
he just say
So
that?
we've come together.
Oh
We're
my
coming
God, this guy
together.
is something else.
We've never had a thing happen like this. We were all, including the media, we were all in uncharted.
So he's gonna buy an RB and start traveling around the country with the First
I
Lady.
couldn't be sure. I felt it. I felt we were very powerful to come back. Hardest decision I ever made was when they all walked in, a big group of people, professionals, very professional people, good people. They said, "Sir, the best thing we can do is close it down." I said, "What are you talking about? We have this incredible, unbelievable country that's never done better, and you want us to close it down? I can't do that. What are you talking about?" And after listening for 10 minutes, didn't take long, I said, "I think we have to close it down." Because of the contagion and because of the power it had with especially certain people. Now, we didn't know the second part. We knew it was highly contagious because it spread like fire. But we didn't know that it hit certain groups of people. That helps us so much in testing and other things. So we're going to protect our elderly. We're going to protect especially our elderly with problems, whether it's heart or diabetes or any problem. It's like a magnet. I mean, you're elderly and you have diabetes or you have a bad heart. It's like a magnet. They say if you're heavy, so I say thank goodness I'm in perfect shape. Thank goodness. But if you're heavy, it's not good. It's a brutal thing. And again, I started by saying we're going to have a vaccine soon. I said it a long time ago, based on knowledge. I'm meeting with these geniuses. Based on knowledge, I said a long time ago. I said by the end of the year, I think it's going to be a lot sooner than that. And you know, just in finishing about vaccines, we have mobilized the logistics arm of our military. We can move hundreds of thousands of men and women in a very short time. The vaccine is easy by comparison, but we can move hundreds of thousands. It's meant for war. It's not meant for this, but we have our war with the invisible enemy. It's meant for war, but we can move hundreds of thousands. Think of that. Hundreds of thousands in a very short time. The same people are doing the vaccine, and they're fully mobilized. So now I'm going to sign legislation to make important changes to the PPP that will especially help restaurants, hotels, and other businesses that have been very hard hit by the virus. This is going to make it 24 months, and I think you know the legislation as well as I do. I want to thank the Democrats. We had essentially unanimous votes, I think, in the Senate and the House, right? Whether it's unanimous or very close, it's a lot of people. But I want to thank the Democrats who worked together on it great, and I hope we can get along with the Democrats. It's been a disaster
I don't
in terms of
understand that.
relationship. But I hope we can get along because it's a great thing for our country. We did all of these numbers and all of this greatness. We have the greatest economy we've ever had. It will soon be greater than it was even before. We did this with discord. We did this with a Senate and a House that were not dealing with us, and we weren't dealing with them either.
Okay, just flagging around here. Doji
Let's just say the
slowing down on that bounce.
It's ridiculous because we have a great country. It would make a difference if we could get along.
Slowing down on the bounce here, 12-12.
There are a lot of differences. We want low taxes.
I thought it was gonna pull back a little bit
We want people to come in, but they have to come in through America.
more
They want open borders. You
around
can't
the
have
whole
open
alley
borders,
area on
especially now
12
when you have
bucks.
a pandemic. We set a record, by the way, on our southern border. The wall, which you never hear
Slowing
about,
down
is
here.
up to 210 miles long. And one of the reasons we're setting a record is we have so much wall built, and we'll have it up to almost 500 miles very early next year. By the end of this year, we'll be over 400 miles. We're up to 210 miles of serious wall. This is a wall that people aren't penetrating. This is a very, very powerful wall. Going to be up there a long time, and it's Saved us a lot
You're
of
quite something, right?
anguish and grief, but you don't hear about that. One of the hardest things I've ever had to do is get the money necessary, which is billions of dollars, from a party that was totally opposed to it. They gave me other things. The military we could rebuild wasn't easy in terms of that. That's
I'm
not their
telling you.
natural instinct.
It's a lot of things that don't make no sense,
Can't have
man.
it, can't have it. We had 9 court cases on the wall, but we won and we got it. And now nobody talks about it. Nobody even talks about it. But it's great for our country. We have to have borders. And I've said often, I said long before I won on that great November day. It seems like a long time ago, 2016. I said, if you don't have borders, you don't have a country. So we have a lot of things to work with the Democrats. If we could work along with them, it would be great. If we don't, we're going to do great as a country anyway. We're going to do great anyway. But if we could work along with the Democrats, and I'm open to it. People say I wouldn't be open. Why would I be open? They did things that they should have never done. And you know what I'm talking about. Should have never done. But
Here we
I'm
go.
totally open to it.
Here we
We
go.
can go even steps further. But it's already been historic. Nobody has done more in 3.5 years than this administration has done. Nobody has come close to doing the things we've done. We've rebuilt our military. We've cut regulations at a level that nobody's even come close to. And that's whether it's 4 years, 8
let's
years, or in one
see.
case, even more than that. Nobody's done anything close. Regulations, low taxes, rebuilt military, take care of our vets. We got choice approved for the vets. So
Well,
instead of waiting
here's
online for
what I
weeks
can
to
say
see a
about
doctor,
Webull.
they can go immediately outside,
Webull
get a
has
doctor.
a
We pay
decent
for the bill at the
platform
vet is in great
that
shape.
I
We
haven't
actually save
used
money, but more
much.
importantly, we
Right?
save
Actually, I haven't
lives.
used at all.
We save
But I've
the
noticed
quality of
that they
their
build
life.
on the backbone
They
of
would die. They would come onto a
Trading
line.
View.
They'd have to wait
Trading
4
View,
or 5
I
weeks.
really
They'd
have
be very sick.
used
By the
to
time they
charting
see
and
the
all that kind
doctor,
of
they'd be
stuff. I don't know about the
terminally ill.
executions,
We don't have that
but
anymore. You don't hear any bad stories about the vets anymore. That doesn't mean go out and
Trading
find
View
them.
is actually pretty
Tonight you'll
decent.
be traveling all
It's
over the
actually
world
very
looking
good.
for an unhappy vet.
I have used
And we got
for
accountability because we have a lot of bad
years
people in the VA.
TD Ameritrade,
VA accountability.
Thinkorswim
But we can now
particularly,
fire people that don't
um,
treat our vets
and
well.
it's
We have
actually very
sadists, we have
robust.
thieves,
You
we
can
have a lot of
find
bad
many
people.
things.
And we
What I
can
try
now
to do
control
though,
VA accountability. Almost 50
to find
years I've been trying to
ideas,
get it. Choice.
I use many
Almost
different
50
platforms
years they've been
because
trying to
although
get
you
it.
have, for
Many,
example,
many
all
years
my
I've been
sharks
hearing
use
about it for
CTC
years.
2000,
They've been trying to
and
get
I also have
VA
TD
choice.
Ameritrade or Thinkorswim,
Choice
right?
means you
But
can have a choice of a
I
doctor.
use that
You don't
one
have to
for
wait
one
in line to
thing
get
and I
a
use
long
the
line.
other
I have
one
to
for
say the
another
VA has
thing.
great
So
doctors. You can't get to them
you
very
can still
quickly.
use both
Now
if
they
you
go
want to.
outside and they
If
take care
you
of themselves.
spread the
Very
money,
great morning. This is just the beginning. It's gonna be
depending what you
incredible.
want
I'm
to
gonna
do though.
sign our very important
If you're
piece of
gonna day trade or
legislation
swing
again.
trade,
Thank you
because if
very
you're
much
gonna
to the
day
Democrats.
trade,
And then
if you
I
have
have a
less
couple
than
of words by a few of the people
$25,000,
standing alongside of me. I want to thank them so much.
using
And
Webull and TD
we'll talk to you
Ameritrade, I
soon.
would say that for you to get a little bit
We've been
more
listening to
day
President Trump
trades,
discussing the jobs report that we got out
it will
today,
be a little
saying it
bit
heralded
beneficial
the
for you to
reopening and the
spread
strength
the
of the
money
U.S. economy, saying that it was
in the
because
accounts,
of
right?
his policies
So
that this occurred,
I
and
still
that
like
this is going to
Webull
be the
because
beginning
it
of a resurgence
uses
of the United States
Trading
economy.
View
Also
as the
interesting,
backbone
Paul,
of the
that he was
platform, which is
talking
actually
about
very
the
good.
China plague. I mean,
And
there's
like
a lot of discussion
Ameritrade,
about
Thinkorswim is
how
actually
this
pretty
has
decent
been
too. So
framed
I'm
very much
saying like
trying
you
to
can
pin it
use both of them.
on China.
There's a plus on
Fascinating to
Webull
hear
has a long
some
list
of
of
the
earnings
discussion
and
around the jobs
companies
report
that are
that
gonna
was
IPO
absolutely
that are
above
not
and
as
beyond
easy
what
to
any
find on
analyst had expected.
Thinkorswim as
Very interesting to parse into
on
these
Webull
numbers. Tom
platform.
Gimbel
So
was
I think
saying
that is a
there
pro on
was
top
a
of
distortion, a bid
Thinkorswim.
with the
So again, you
PPP
can use both
loans
of them
and
though.
how that was accounted for. Yet still, Matt Bosler of Bloomberg News saying that even if you take that into account, the number was substantially better.
Again, the
than
difference
even
is
the
will
lowest
the difference
estimate
will
of job
be
losses
if
among
with the
economists,
executions
just
though.
that were surveyed by Bloomberg News.
For
Joining
day
us now
trading,
is someone
I
with
personally
incredible
don't use
history,
any of
just
them.
surveying the ground
But
and the research in every
if you
aspect of
have
the economy. Danielle DiMartino,
an
Chief Executive
account,
Officer and Chief Strategist at Quill Intelligence, also a Bloomberg Opinion
yeah,
columnist.
they already push up Trump out of the thing. So let me just lower the news a little bit here. If you use the platforms to day trade, if you don't have over $25,000 on your account, you're gonna be subject to the PDT still. So if you're able to spread the money a little bit, if you're able to spread the money a little bit, it will be a little bit beneficial for you, I think. Okay, watching low here at 12:01. Let's see how what we're gonna do here.
So, Danielle, I mean, as President Trump was just saying in the Rose Garden, from his perspective, he believes that the worst is over and that, America's on its way back. Does a data point like this, kind of confirm that? Or again, are you going to step back and maybe look at a lot more data at the more granular level?
I'm going to keep focusing on granularity. Bloomberg put out a great report this week that showed that the next wave of higher income paying jobs could be up to 6 million. I've just been following the past few days, and whether you're talking about AK Steel or AutoNation or Stitch Fix, which was a unicorn in San Francisco, laying off 20% of its workforce. Carpenter Technology in Philadelphia, 20% of its workforce. And another, Corella Weinberg, 7%, tied to deal making. Lazy Boy, 10% of its workforce. Sabre, the software technology company for the global travel industry, 800 in addition to the 400 in committed voluntary early retirements. I'm talking about the last 48 hours.
Yeah. Danielle, so if you're focused on the granularity, I'm wondering what you're seeing on the ground in the daily and weekly statistics that we're getting. And I'm wondering if you could compare that with the headline figure from the jobs report. In other words, people are saying it's a typo, it's an error, they question the data. But are there obvious discrepancies, or is this just a very
Over the next few days, I'm expecting the new camera that I bought to have an external camera outside of the computer here, and I'm gonna put it in an angle. And what I'm gonna do though, it's gonna help me out a little bit with my back, because I have been sitting with an angle here, this chair, and it's killing my back. So I'm trying to have the camera look okay, and I have a little bit of an angle on my monitor on the laptop, because if I put it straight down, it covers a little bit of the part of my monitor here. I can't bring the monitor up more. So if I don't have an angle on the screen on my laptop, there's a section of the monitor that I can't see on both of the laptops, right? So I'm gonna have a camera with an angle. I'm trying to see how I'm gonna portray it. I think it will help me a little bit better with my back. Sometimes I have an angle on my back, and it kills me a little bit, and it comes like, it's kind of weird. But we're gonna have a little angle on the camera. I think it's gonna take a little bit more of the trading setup. It's gonna show a little bit better for everybody to see not only my face here, 'cause I know my little ugly face here might end up getting you guys tired. So I'm gonna try to put an angle looking a little bit better from the outside. Yeah, I mean, it's just that for you guys to see me that I'm here. Because if I lean here, look, this is how I would like to be. Leaning back a little bit, relaxing. But in order for you guys to see me, I have to be with a little bit of an angle, right? And that kills my back a little bit, because I have an angle on my back, and the back, you know, the lower back then starts to give me a little bit of pain. So I purchased a camera, external camera, but I forgot that I don't have any more USB ports available. I have 5 ports and I have 4 being used, and the one that I have available is a USB-C. So I had to purchase, I think it was yesterday, the day before. So I had to wait to Tuesday so that portable USB-C converter to the regular USB to a Type C converter gets here on Tuesday. So Tuesday is when I'm gonna start tweaking that camera, see how it looks, and I'm gonna change my room here a little bit. I'm gonna probably put a little bit of a backdrop. I also gonna take all the curtains out, and we're gonna seal the windows with the foams for the audio. So I'm gonna fix up all the rooms here, all everything on the room. I'm gonna seal the windows, not seal, but have like a thing on the back, like that I'm gonna attach to the foam to make the audio a little bit better. Although I have a pretty decent mic, and it's a professional mic with that removes the noise and all that kind of stuff. But I think, you know, I'm gonna bring up a rug on the room to take out a little bit of the maybe the echo. Although I don't think I have much echo here anyway, but it's gonna help out. I'm just trying to do a little bit better, and the lights, the lighting, and I'm gonna change. I'm gonna roll out a little bit of a new project on YouTube to be a little bit more interactive with the camera, making more videos, talking about a little bit more about trading, but in a different way to help you guys out on the mindset more than just on the trading setups. Because about 70, 75 to 80%, I will say, of trading is more mental stuff on the executions than anything else. If you know, patterns are there and everything, but you know, if you don't have the mental capacity to have the executions or to know what to do when you see things in front of you, then you're not gonna be able to participate in the market. So I'm trying to do the right thing, but I want, like, I have a light on the back of all of my monitors with different, I change the colors, and you know, trying to do something nice for people. So it's just, and this is just commentary. I know it has nothing to do with what we're looking at right now in GPS, but just wanted to bring something to you guys. You know, just to make a little conversation though.
I've been following those who make $75,000 to $99,000 a year. Their confidence, unlike overall the consumer comfort headline, has yet to come back.
Friday,
Continue to tick down
Friday again.
and that would indeed reflect whether or not we're seeing higher income paying job losses.
Danielle, just to wrap this all up, I know you follow the consumer credit space very carefully, and one thing that I found surprisingly positive is the lack of the increase in defaults and delinquencies that many people had expected. And one of the reasons why is because people said the enhanced unemployment benefits, the checks that everyone got mailed that who earned less than $75,000 helped pad out the resources. How much do you think that has been a cushion against losses in consumer credit versus actual strength in rehiring that we saw hinted at with this jobs report?
Oh, look, I'm going to use the president's favorite word here. I think it's been tremendous. Look, we have seen we've seen an arresting in subprime auto delinquency because again, 1 in 5 people receiving unemployment benefits are making double what they made before. We've seen obviously the forbearance on mortgages. Even though we've still got nearly 9% of all mortgages in forbearance, you haven't seen that play out because they put a hold on people, on that being reflected in people's credit reports. We haven't seen evictions go up. We haven't seen, you know, renters are not in major distress. Again, this stimulus has been extremely powerful for the lowest income earners in America, more than 2/3 of whom are bringing in more than they did prior to this.
Danielle, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate your thoughts and comments. Danielle DiMartino, Booth, CEO and Chief Strategist for Quill
RTX voice. I'm gonna make a note on that. Let me just make a note to myself. RTX voice. I have an NVIDIA video card. My computer was actually, it's a very powerful computer though, but I'll check that out to see if I can match it up, because I'm not, honestly, I don't know if I have. But the one thing that I probably don't have to do that anyway, because I bought a. Let me show you something here. I bought a audio recorder, a professional audio, just audio, one of the portable ones that you put in your on your pocket. And I have this thing here. There's a I don't know the name of the, this is the little microphone that you attach to your clothes, right? So if I use that, the professional audio recorder, right, and I record the audio and the video, I can just upload the audio into my computer and remove all the background noise, although the audio recorder already removes the background noise. So I'm gonna double remove the background noise, and I just gotta put the audio and the video together, right? So I already thought a little bit about that kind of stuff. Okay. Yeah, I think I have the NVIDIA. Yeah, I gotta check it out, see exactly which one it is. But I have an NVIDIA video with stuff card, whatever. I just know I called Lenovo. I told them what I needed, and I told them that I was gonna have like 4 or 5 monitors attached to my computer, so I needed a powerful computer, and they build it up and send it over. Look at the spider going higher here. Probably gonna have a little bit of a rollover on. Let me just look at key. Oh no, it's not looking too great though. Spider looking, going higher here. Macy's a little bit consolidation stuff. Looking at Hertz, we had rejected the 345. Funny thing is, they filed for bankruptcy not long ago, and they came up today 90% higher this morning from when they filed bankruptcy. So I don't know how that's gonna work out, because I remember the GM company, right? Not GMC. What's that? Was it GM? I can't remember. The back in 2008 they filed for bankruptcy, right? They still going. They still around. So I don't know how that works though. I'm not a bankruptcy attorney or nothing like that. I'm really not sure how that will work out. But Hertz filed for bankruptcy not too long ago, HTC, right? But look at here, this thing, right? Wow, look at the daily levels that I have set up here. So look at how it came up today on the pre-market hours and even from like yesterday, right around this area, 84 cents, came back to almost like $4 and change to a higher pre-market hours today at 408, right? And they have recouped a lot over the last 2 days though. Like, let's go back and take this to the high of 408. Anyway, I can't see the right candle here to have a high of 408 here. I think I passed it. But regardless of that, look, it's about 380% up, right? That's quite something. Let me just take it from here. Let me see. Let me see if I can see it. Oh, come on now. Give me that 408 high. There you go. 408. 397%, right? It's actually pretty decent though. Like, they filed for bankruptcy. Now we see an increase in this thing about 396-97% today. It's actually pretty decent. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but it's probably gonna still be around. So see what happens. Market slow. Oh wow, look at this. I didn't notice. I was looking at some other things. Again, because of the market rolling the way that it did, look at this consolidation break and how it's actually kept on going higher. It's actually a pretty decent thing though. Pretty decent thing. Just looking at the spider. Going higher. Oh, wow, look at this though. Like, it's a pretty decent bounce from 1123 daily prior daily level here. Again, nobody's gonna catch that bounce from the bottom. I think it went to 1116, but being a little bit more conservative, my areas it was 1125 though. 1125. Had a pretty decent bounce there.
The world's financial decision makers connect on the Bloomberg terminal. The buy side and the sell side together, collaborating across markets and countries in real time, sharing ideas, negotiating trades, and forming an influential network of over 325,000 financial professionals that helps power global markets. Isn't it time you join them? Request a demo at bloomberg.com/professional.
It's a stock market driver.
Now they're starting to see a little bit of panic from policymakers.
It's a global political force.
How will this
Matt, you say APPS?
in its relationship with Washington?
It's a virus.
Somebody posted this thing on the chat
Is there a safe haven?
today. We had an increase, very nice increase here. This will be a good idea to keep an eye on this thing.
Business app and BloombergRadio.com.
Might have a
Is listening.
what happens here.
Completing high school is more of a social thing.
Pretty decent run up in the afternoon. Could be possible.
I still had that long
GPS keeps going though.
30. Carissa finished her high school diploma. If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it. No one gets a diploma alone. If you are thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
What's the true value of your custodial relationship? Ben Harrison of BNY Mellon's Pershing explains.
As sophisticated investors demand more from their advisors, advisory firms, in turn, need to rely on their custodian to help them grow their complex businesses. At BNY Mellon's Pershing, supporting the rapid growth of RIAs is our #1 priority. We understand what it means to deliver true value to our clients who are looking for a custodian that is aligned with their best interest and delivers high-value solutions, all in an open architecture environment with flexibility, choice.
This week has been good.
Learn why so
This week has been pretty decent, very, very good. Can't complain about this week at all, though. This week has been extremely great for me. I haven't posted any games or nothing like that. I've been trying to keep secrets to myself, but I have to say, being honest with you guys, this week has been very, very good for me.
Speak a new language, but you thought it'd be too hard or take too much time, then go to
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna wire it out today.
and try it for free.
I'm gonna wire it out today. I'm gonna keep my account on a small size, keeping me humble, because I had a lot of losers last week, but this week I have recouped all the money and then some, and then very, very some. But I'm gonna wire it out. I'm gonna keep the account around 3,500. Gets me 21,000 buying power anyway, so with that I'm very okay. But this week has been tremendously great for me with the movers that we have had and the monster moves that we have had on Sava 2 days ago. Thank you again, just seeing on the moves on Macy's reversal yesterday, on the airlines, on the move on Gina's 2 days ago. Like, it's been pretty very, very decent week for me, and I couldn't be happier though. I couldn't be happier. I gotta say. Again, I haven't posted any pictures of the trades. I haven't posted any gains or nothing like that. But honestly, this has been a tremendous week for me. Almost sure there's been a great comeback for me though. It's been a great comeback for me though. I'm gonna wire it out tomorrow. I mean that tomorrow is said tomorrow because that's what I said to somebody yesterday. Somebody in the group, I don't want to say. I shared this comment with somebody and I told them the exact numbers that I have made so far this week, not counting today. up to yesterday. I was really happy because that person, I'm gonna keep the name confidential because there's some people that know him personally inside of the group, and he doesn't want to say exactly how much he made, but he's made $9,000 when he saw the airlines yesterday, and he didn't want to share that with the whole group, so he sent me a personal DM. So I shared with him how much I made this week, and he was like going crazy. And again, I told him like I want to keep humble. I don't want to be extra confident, and 21,000 buying power for me is actually a pretty decent thing. And regardless of that, I'm trading half lot. For me, it's 500 shares to 1,000 shares. But most of my trades are of 500 shares going in, and so I've taken a really decent week. I'm gonna wire out today, keeping the account to 3,500. Although remember, guys, I started this a small account with $920, and now the number is just amazing compared to what I started with, right? But I'm gonna wire it out. I'm gonna keep 3,500 on the account, and just keep it around there. 21,000 buying power anyway. Keeping myself humble. I get 6 to 1. So it's just that coming into next week, I'm gonna bring the account right back down to where it was. Although I'm really not using the buying power that I have right now anyway. To be honest, I am not using buying power. I have a decent buying power, and I'm not using it at all because I don't need to. Because I'm going in with 500 shares to max 1,000 shares. Most of the time, I'm not even going in with 1,000 shares. But I'm gonna wire it out, and it's been an extremely great comeback for me. I have to say, extremely great comeback for me, and it's been pretty decent though. It's been a good week. I feel great about what I've been able to accomplish with the small account, and I'm just grateful for what I have been able to do since I started with this small account. But again, it translates to the amount of years that I've been putting into this since 2012 to today. I've been running around for a little bit of time, so I know a little bit of what I'm doing. No, not cash. I don't have a cash account. I have a margin account.
Opened up their direct lending facility to municipalities, even expanding it. How much is that?
Since I made the first deposit, $920, I got the margin account. And with that amount, I have 4 to 1. So I had about 3,000 and change buying power. And I started trading slow. First, just to get my feet wet, I started just trading 50 shares per trade. Then I got it up to 70. Then I got it to 100. Then I got it to 150. Then I had it to 200. Then I went to 250 and then 300. From 300 I went to 400, and for 400 I went to 500, and I keep it steady right there, 500, and I've been going to 700 and close to 1,000 share lots per trade. But most of my trades go to 500 shares, started 500 shares regardless, and I've been taking 30 cents, 40-cent move on the last couple of days, dollars and dollar moves, because of the massive moves on this great names that have been running around. Bear flag pattern formation, 1 minute time frame. Possible bear flag pattern, 1 minute time frame around the 50 simple moving average. Gonna take a screenshot here. Gonna take a screenshot here, share with you guys in Discord. Possible bear flag pattern formation, 1 minute time frame. Nope, it didn't hold for the bear flag, going down towards 50 simple moving average, 5 minute time frame there. Micro bounce.
that's pretty much sums up markets right now. I will say
You need to restart the computer, you said?
what services some of these local municipalities are cutting. There's been a huge focus on cuts to police budgets, I know, around the country, and this has been part of the ongoing political discussion around the unrest and the protests. I'm wondering if that is sort of the dominant place of focus, or if there are other areas that are getting cut far worse.
You know, when they go in, they say, okay, we're going to cut the budget 10%. When they bring in the chiefs and they say, what do you got? Here, prepare a budget for me with 10% out of it. And that's what they do. So they try to go across the board. So that's why
50 simple moving average 5-minute time frame. Close the whole dollar area. Close the whole dollar area. If it doesn't hold there, next stop is the BUAP. BUAP sitting 1184.
they try to make it as even as possible.
BUAP sitting 1184. If it doesn't hold around here, which probably will not. It looks like it might, but it might not really. It's a 50-cent move though, pretty much. But if it doesn't hold the 50 and the bid's been slapped here, looks like it's not gonna hold. If we go, gonna go down to the BUAP 1184, another 15-cent move down towards the BUAP here.
What's the new issue market look like now in your world?
You know, we have, it's over 150 billion, I think it is. And so that is, volume is up over last year. I think it's up around 10%.
Okay, let's see here.
So the market is, first of all, the
GPS has been a great mover today, I have to say. Great patterns, very recognizable way on small pin-up formation right here, bouncing, micro bounce around the 50 simple moving average in the 1-minute time frame here. It's a pretty decent way to see that thing. 1184 BUAP going down 4 cents away here.
Joe Mysack, who covers all things beauties for us, just real quick here. Well, I think we're going to have to leave it there, and unfortunately, we don't have more time with you. Joe Mysack, who covers all things municipal debt for us here at Bloomberg News. Really interesting to see the reversal in fortunes, Paul, for this sector, given how much
Holding
we
around here.
into it last year, then withdrawn in mass earlier, and now coming back in.
Yeah, it's just extraordinary here. So the volatility in the markets is just amazing. The Nasdaq actually setting a new high here. The S&P now retracing
Nice
so
question.
much of that sell-off that we had back in March. Coming up in just moments, we have economic assistant to the president, Larry Kudlow, sitting down with John Farrow. We'll be going over those extraordinary jobs numbers, breaking them down. We'll get Larry Kudlow's take on that. Certainly,
Okay, we have a micro bounce right here with a hammer on the 1-minute time frame. Coming right back up towards the BUAP. Really close to the BUAP, like I said. Towards the BUAP at 1184 BUAP. We're getting down to 1187. Pretty close to that BUAP area. Based on, again, reversal top here. And then micro bounce around the 50 simple moving average in the 1-minute time frame. If anybody took this at 1212 towards the BUAP, talking about almost 25-cent move right there. Again, these are micro moves that you can go in with 500 shares if you can, 1,000 shares if you can, whatever. But 25-cent move if you have 100 shares. 1,000 shares. God, I'm saying 500 shares. 500 shares, 25-cent move. You're making over $100 in, let's say, 1, 2, 3. We're talking about 4 minutes for $100. So it's actually a pretty decent payout, though, right? Pretty decent payout.
Larry Kudlow, National Economic Council Director. Larry, I understand we're tight for time. I understand it's very hot in Washington, D.C. as well, so I'll try and keep this one short for you. Thank you very much for your time. Quite clearly a huge upside surprise for the jobs report in America. An administration looking to do more. Kevin Hassett, your friend and colleague, talked about getting everyone back in.
Guys, I'm gonna take a step back here. I wanna go eat something. Hoping you guys are, enjoying the day. Wanna keep the conversation rolling on Discord. I'm gonna go out in the lib here and go eat something, right? So, you guys take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys in a little while. Happy trading, and enjoy your weekend, guys.